Russian forces in eastern Ukraine's Donbas region have captured a completely uncommon Ukrainian T-64BM bullet tank. The more or less 100 bullets that Ukraine's tank plant in Kharkiv produced beginning in the 90s by no means actually worked as advertised. Into storage they went till the Ukrainian military seemingly got desperate enough to ship a number of them to the front line. The Ukrainians appear to have reached that point earlier than late April, as mounting losses of armored vehicles strained the growing roster of Ukrainian brigades. The T-64BM is an oddity. Kyiv's lively tank brigades and 11 different active heavy brigades usually use T-64BVs, while reserve brigades primarily have T-72s. The 1960s antique T-64BV is an older, but however more sophisticated tank than the 70s antique T-72 is. The T-64BM in principle is superior than the T-64BV is, however the military reportedly became sad with the type's new explosive reactive armor. Around the time of the Russian attack, some bullets resided on the Ukrainian military's tank faculty in Kharkiv. A pair even were given knocked out in Russia's bombardment of that eastern city. The different T-64BMs seemingly have been in a few warehouse or vehicle parks somewhere till the army reactivated as a minimum some of them. The abandoned T-64BM showed in a video that circulated on social media on Saturday. The hulking 40-ton tank with its reactive armor and 125mm principal gun seems typically to be intact. That increases the chance that separatist forces would possibly restore up the vehicle and turn it against the Ukrainians. Russian and separatist troops have captured no fewer than 72 Ukrainian tanks that independent analysts can affirm with photos. The separatists for years have operated workshops in former civilian factories in which they restore captured Ukrainian motors. We commenced with armored motors, then we were given troop transporters and tanks, one plant's assistant manager informed a reporter. We repair everything. The Ukrainians do the equal thing, of course, and seemingly on a grander scale. Since Russia widened its conflict on Ukraine on February 23, Ukrainian troops have captured no fewer than 215 Russian tanks. Everything that we eliminate from the Russian military, we switch to the Defense Force of Ukraine, Yuri Golodov, who oversees a junkyard in which people strip and rebuild captured motors, instructed CNN. Ukraine's more holdings of captured tanks and the truth that Ukrainian troops have destroyed no fewer than 275 Russian tanks, while losing in fight simply 53 of their own facilitates to provide an explanation for why. In late April, one Pentagon professional claimed Ukraine surely had extra tanks in the battle region than Russia did. That doesn't imply the Ukrainian Navy isn't hurting for armored motors. Kyiv vastly has extended its navy for the reason that Moscow started out constructing up forces for the broader conflict beginning in early 2021. In addition to status up territorial battalions, the Ukrainian military additionally has mobilized its reserve formations, inclusive of 4 tank brigades, each with 100 tanks. That is to say, Kyiv's requirement for tanks has grown plenty. The want seemingly become extra than ex-Russian tanks and donated overseas models ought to meet as of some weeks ago, if the bullets look is any indication. Don't always assume to peer plenty extra bullets in action. There have been simplest ever 100 or so of the tanks. The Russians have destroyed as a minimum of them and captured 1. The T-64BV nonetheless is the most common tank in Ukrainian service by a huge margin. And the proportion of T-72s is increasing as more foreign allies donate their old tanks. So guys, we have come to an end of this news session. Thanks for watching and please do well to like and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, goodbye for now.